Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Design. Sorry, part two. I'm rattled. I just got off the phone with the nurse, so a lot of the things we had planned, now we have to change. So that's okay. It's okay, right? Right. So, all right. Okay, so I am going to plant seeds this day. I am super excited to do that. And these are flowers and things like that. I am going to take out the 4 squares. So we have these little cloth 4 square gardens, and they were great. When we got locked down, we were vegetarian and we couldn't get food. And we were eating things like very wilted lettuce and things like that. So, which I now know I was already massively nutritionally depleted, and that did not help at all. But I would only give the good stuff to my husband and daughter, and I wanted them to eat well. But those 4 squares have broken down. They're cloth, and we have tons of these cloth gardens, raised beds, but those are the ones that did not hold up. And I don't get it. They have the most structure. They have the most, it's very interesting to me, but that's okay because I want to take all those out. I really want to put in crushed granite in there. And my husband's like, no. And I really do. And then I'm going to take my bench that is in our storage container that has a cover for it. It folds up. It's really nice, beautiful wooden bench. And that's going to be, I'm going to sit and have all the flowers go all around me. And I think that'll be so pretty for prayer. So that is going to go there. And so take out 4 squares, and some of the things I want to be sure I plant are holy basil. And that is a great herb that helps with nerves and stress. And so since that's kind of what's going on here, God is showing me plant some of that. I'm also going to plant stevia, which I can use, and which is what I use a little bit, but not a lot. And I am going to plant cucumbers. So some of the doctors are okay with cucumbers, especially pickles. So I like bread and butter pickles. I'm not a dill pickle girl, but I will do cucumbers with tzatziki, things like that. So I am 95% carnivore. If for any reason I find that any one of these things makes me feel bad, so last night's roast with those peppers and the onions, I can tell it affected me a little bit, but it's not as bad. But I'm not gonna eat seconds of that. That will be for my husband and my daughter. And actually, after my husband has this procedure, I'm thinking it's gonna be like a topper on, like, inexpensive steaks or things like that. I'm thinking I may just run it through the chopper and let it, because it's already pretty small. The onions were chopped small. The peppers ended up being pretty small as well. And then whatever little bit of meat's left in there, I think that would be a great topping for something that I make for him. It'd be great on eggs. It'd be great in a lot of things. So, and because they were fermented, I felt like it was a good thing. Okay, because I really do love fermented food. I mean, it's really good for you. So your yogurts, your kefirs, your all those, though I don't do milk except for heavy cream. So I've done that. Okay, and I did put up here a 2K shirt, 2 ketos. I love these guys. I want to support them. I may not be able to do this until the next paycheck, but I love these guys and I want to support them. They're here on YouTube. They are bundles of energy. Okay, and I already took care of that, so I am going to put that here. And that was a payment on a credit card, so that's already been done. And I think, oh, and these are my calls. So I have to call McAfee because they keep charging us and we don't use it. And I've already written them a couple of times, so I'm going to call, and they need to call a friend. So, which I'm way overdue to call. So that is this so far. Now, let's go back in here, and I'm going to look at what I have in my freezer, and I'm going to plan things around this. So I am super stinking thrilled. I have ordered what's called egg wraps, and they are like tortillas, and they brown up like a tortilla. They do all that good stuff. I am so hungry for a taco in something. So I'm going to be making the ketovore shell so I can make nachos, or the ketovore chips. And then I'm also going to make the egg wraps so I can have, eggs and bacon and stuff like that. I'm gonna buy them, and I bought a variety pack because I'm gonna see what do I like and what do I not like because they're crazy expensive. But um, I am gonna, and I'm doing subscribe and save. I'm doing all the things you can do, but I'm going to try them, and then I'm going to try to replicate them. Then I'm gonna look for a recipe. I'm gonna tweak it. I'm gonna do it myself. So I'm super excited about that. So I think I'm just gonna put them down here for egg wraps. Um, I've gotten out my book. I'm also going to be doing a ton of keto truffles, but I'm doing carnivore, so I'm excited about that. And I'm just hungry for certain things. Does that make sense? So I've never had fried chicken on a waffle. So I am going to try a recipe. I've got chicken breast, and I'm going to try a recipe that you use like a panko covering an egg, and it makes like fried chickeny looking, tasting things. So I'm going to try that. So I want to put that in here. I think I'm going to put it here on Friday. I think we're going to do truffles, regular plain. So no, it'll just kind of be an egg truffle with, I have some carnivore flour, and then I also have panko, pork rind panko. So that's what I'm going to use. So truffles with fried chicken, and I am going to do my version of it. So we'll see. It could either be great or it could be horrible. And if my husband doesn't like it and daughter, I have one gluten-free pizza left, so I can give them that. That's going to be my big stretch out of my comfort zone. I'm going to do egg wraps with sausage and bacon. I'm doing it all. I'm going to do cheese and eggs. Isn't that obnoxious? I'm doing, and if I were really good, I would have done a brisket, and I'd shove some brisket in there too and take out the sausage. Maybe that's what I'll do. That's what I think I'll do. I think I'll do a brisket here. Maybe here. I'll do, actually, they're going to be gone tomorrow, so I can do a brisket. I will cook a brisket tomorrow, I think. I'm not sure yet. My husband bought a whole bunch of brisket, and he wants me to cook it low and slow. So, all right. So last night we did the roast with the peppers, and it's pecorino peppercino. I don't know what it is, but anyways, and onions, and it was okay. It wasn't great. And then we had some hamburgers left over from, I guess I should have gone up one. So I'll put that here. We had some hamburgers, and we had that with it. And then we had the roast again we really only eat twice a day, so it works out really well. Today we're going to break our fast with, I have got some ribs that I put out on the smoker. So my daughter and I will have ribs that are smoked. They're beef ribs, and so I will put them in a pan to braise. My husband, I asked for a enameled cast iron pot Dutch oven with a lid that is oven safe, and that our HEB had, and they had it on sale. So I said, I'd love that. And then a big, huge, I don't have a 12-inch skillet anymore except for stainless steel, and stainless steel is okay, but, and it's waterless cookware. It's fantastic, but I've become very accustomed to that copper lined. And so I said, well, I used to use enamel cookware all the time. It wasn't cast iron, but I cooked those, he reheated those hamburger patties on it, and it was very good. It was very, very good. So, but I am going to be doing some cooking ahead, and I am going to make bacon. So I will have that. I'm going to do a big batch of bacon and put that up for the week. And I think that does this part. So I've got the ribs. Oh, and then tonight we're having ribs and ribeye. I know. My daughter and I are going to have a ribeye. I am really hungry, and I haven't been this way since pre-diet. So I had a hard time. The roast went down to nothing, so I ate very little roast. And then I had 1.5 hamburger patties that were very, very small. And I had put some goat cheese on it, and that was good. I'm going to put that here so I'll remember I did that. It was very good. But I think next time I want to melt it on it. I want it to melt and see what that tastes like. So for here, I'm going to do leftovers because I cannot eat a whole ribeye, and neither can not my daughter. I'm going to do leftovers. And then this is bedroom all day. So I am going to work on the bedroom all day while they're gone. Yeah, that's going to be hopefully good. And then I also want to try, I think I'm going to smoke brisket here, and I have a pork tenderloin. I have not cooked this ever. My mom used to make them all the time, and I'm going to wrap it with bacon. So, and if I don't get these done tomorrow, I'll do them like another day. But I really, really want to do that. And then Friday, I want to cut and prep. I have bought some pork belly to make my own bacon. So if you don't know, a lot of bacon comes with sugar. And so you pay more if it's uncured without sugar. So I'm going to try this. We'll see how it works out. Okay. And then I'm trying to think for the weekend. So we're going to do chicken here. I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll do thighs. Okay. I think I'm going to do chicken thighs here. Yeah, I can do that here. And I haven't had chicken thighs in ages, but I did have chicken thigh fajita meat, and that was very good. So I may make them into, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what I'm going to do with that. And then I also have, I have to also cook my, I'm making chicken that you can slice and make lunch meat out of. So, I boil it in a special tin. I cut it up. I've got it all ready. And then I pack it way back down, put my seasonings in throughout it, or, toss them in the seasonings and then pack them, which is probably what I'll do. And then you put it down into this pan and it boils until it reaches, you have a temperature gauge that goes down and it reaches a certain temperature. Then you take it off, you let it cool, you pop it out, and it looks like chicken breast or thighs cut up in a cylindrical, like can type thing, and then you can take it and run it through a meat slicer, and you can have your own lunch meat. So I'm super excited. I've watched a gal do this, and I am super excited to do it. I got everything in. So, and I'm trying to think. So we're probably going to have brisket left over here too. So I'm thinking we'll have it Thursday, and maybe we'll have brisket and eggs. We'll see. And then I will save what's left of that brisket. We'll have it again on Sunday. And I've had people question me. So in food preservation, you basically keep meat, certain things, 3 days. That's always been my rule, 3 days in the fridge. But when it comes to things that are smoked, and if you've used a lot of salt, there's a preservation side of that. So my sister and I have had this conversation, like, we've smoked bacon. Doesn't it last longer? Kind of thing. So I'm kind of going to a 4th day. So if I cook it Tuesday to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to Saturday, well, this will be Sunday. If you completely reheat it through, so I'll reheat it through here. So I'm going to put RH, and that way I'll remember to reheat it. You can extend the life in the fridge. But the problem with meat is the more that you reheat it, the more it dries out. So you have to be aware of that. Okay, now, since we're going to do truffles with fried chicken here, and I think here we'll just do, I really have a hard time. I think we'll just do, I've got taco meat, I've got beef, so I think we'll just do a taco bowl. and that'll be good that day. And then here I will do a beef and bacon and cheese bowl. Beef, bacon, and cheese bowl. And the reason why is it's easy. I do these things, I pre-cook them, and it's easier that way. And then on this one, we'll probably have leftovers for lunch. And if not, I can always cook something. And then here, we're going to do the egg wraps with sausage, and then I'll do something special that night. We'll probably, I don't know, should we do steak? What should we do? We're doing a lot of chicken. I have to be careful with chicken because there's not enough fat in it, so I have to be careful with that. I have beef shanks. I have a chuck roast. You know, I just kind of like roast on Sundays. I don't know why. Oh, I've got a tri-tip. I think I'm going to do a tri-tip. I want to know what a tri-tip is like. I'll either do that or a roast. I've never cooked tri-tip before. So, all right. So what I do is I have little tally marks once they're cooked. And this one I have 1 and 1. And the chicken breast is in a bag, and that's in a bag. The mesquite chicken breast from Sam's. But I will come in and I will cross them and, make a hatch on them. So I am planned. This is what I have planned. I have yesterday what I did, today what I need to do, and I also need to deposit checks. Oh, goodness. Okay, and then this is for tomorrow, so it is bedroom all day. And then my husband has his thing, his procedure tomorrow, and somebody has to drive him home, so my daughter's going to go. I'm going to be here, and I'm going to go ahead and take that day and get all my stuff done. And then Wednesday, I will be mainly working a little bit in the kitchen, mainly outside. And then, and I'll throw all this. This will be for lunch. That'll be quick and easy. The taco bowl, the chicken thighs will be easy because I can just throw them in a crock pot and let it roll. And I'm actually going to take the skin off the chicken and make chicken skin crisps. I've never done this, but I'm going to try it. So whether I use them or not, or I save them, I will make sure one day this week I'll be making chicken skin. I'll just put it here. Chicken skin crisps. So people love them, and I know that may sound gross to people, but for considering where I've come from vegetarian veganism, this is a big deal. So I'm going to try it. And today I'm going to try pork rinds. I haven't had pork rinds since I was a kid. So I'm going to try it. So anyways, and it's weird. We had a bag here. They disappeared. And then we had 2 ordered. They only gave us 1 today. So I'm just like, what is the deal? It's a conspiracy. So, and then Thursday we go into the office. Friday, I'm going to prep that pork belly, make the chicken skin crisps. And yeah, I'm trying to see where I was going to do the chicken. Yeah, the boiled chicken. So I am not, that will be later this evening. So I'll get that done. Now, I would highly suggest that if you're going to make your own lunch meat, remember you're going to need to not only cut it, prep it, get it in separate bags, you're going to want to freeze it. Yeah, I mean, just like any meat, it will not have a shelf life. And depending on the spices that you use, we are still not going to preserve it the way they would in, for the grocery stores. So be aware of that. Just be aware of that. Okay. And another thing you can use, weirdly enough, those chicken lunch meat slices, they can make like a lasagna. They can be a taco shell for you. They can do all kinds of things. So lots of those things. And yes, I have done the cheese shells and heated them and eaten them. They just crisp and make a mess sometimes. So if you're not careful. And then on Saturday, we'll just have different things here on the property. I'm not even going to write it down. We'll have our egg wraps and our tri-tip roast. So there's my week. That's how I do it. This is going to go in here. So as I use things, I'll take it up or check it off. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Again, go back to the first part of the first video and listen to the message about the Bible journaling camp. There has been a major change in the dates. We just have all this medical stuff that's going on right now. So yeah, okay guys, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, if I didn't say that. And most importantly, as much as I love you, God loves you. And He loves you so, so much more. And I pray your day's blessed, creative, and lovely. Serve Him well, guys. All right, guys, I'll be talking to you soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye.